G'day viewers, this is a video that I'll be doing on the Nocpix Lumi P13, my final review after having it for 2.5 months. Just quickly we'll go over again what you get in the box. So you get your charger, which comes with the charger cable, the unit itself, your quick start guide, two 18650 batteries with cases as well, and you get a carry case for the Nocpix Lumi. Also, you do get a lanyard with it, but this is a demo model that was sent out by Ground Force International, and yeah, the person who had it previously mustn't have put it back in the box, but yeah, I may do with what I had. So, but realistically in this video, I'm just going to have a quick chat about the Lumi and sort of how I started into thermal night hunting, and obviously the costs involved, how you can sort of get into it without pretty much losing an arm and a leg pretty much. So yeah, so basically for Lumi P13, some key features that I just wanted to go through. So it is very compact and light, very easy to handle. It fits straight in the palm of your hand. All the buttons for it are all at the top there, so and they're all very easy to use. So yeah, very compact and light, as I said. With its sensor, it's got a 256 by 192 sensor with a 50 Hz refresh rate. So yeah, it refreshes quite often. That's one thing I did notice when using it. It did refresh quite often, but you can turn off the refresh rate and do it manually. But I've noticed if just have it on automatic, and it does clear up the picture every couple seconds. It's got 2 times base magnification, up to 8 times digital zoom. That does let it down quite a bit. Obviously with the 256 by 192 sensor, zooming in does distort the image quite noticeably. Yeah, so pretty much it's good to have the zoom, but basically when you zoom in to 8 times, all you're going to be seeing is a blob heat signature. You're not going to be able to work out what it is. So I didn't really use the zoom. It also has picture-in-picture, has a 1024 by 768 display, multiple color palettes, which I've gone through in previous videos. Has a USB-C charging port just here on the side, and also a little cool feature, has a little magnet there so you can put on the lens cover as well. So yeah, and at a price point, I do believe these are now selling in Australian just under $800. So at a cost point, basically, if you're looking to get into thermal hunting, if you picked up one of these, which you will be able to spot quarry out at night, out in the field. So yeah, so you'll see foxes, rabbits, or whatever that you're looking for. And if you got one of these at just under $800, put it with a good night vision scope, you'll be out there straight away shooting rabbits or shooting foxes. So basically under $2,000. Or if you can't spend that much, if you pick this up for $800, this is an old O-light that I got, because I got this about 5 years ago. I started out with an O-light, and with the O-light, my very first thermal, I've still got it, is a Guide Nano 510. This is, compared to today's thermals, this is prehistoric. So I picked this up in 2021, but it got me out in the field. Put the O-light on my 223. I was spotting these foxes using this thermal spotter, and I just had a cheap Bluetooth speaker which I was running sound through for rabbits in distress. So for $800, or just under $800, you can pick up the Nocpix Lumi P13. Go get yourself an O-light, which I believe it can be from $200 to $300 when they're on special. And all you basically need is your firearm, and you're out thermal hunting. So that's if you want to get straight into it. But if you've got the money there, then yeah, sky's the limit. You can go get your thermal monocular, you go get your scope, and then yeah, go get all the bells and whistles. But it's if you are at a budget and you just want to get into the sport, then yeah, O-light is the way to go, and yeah, Nocpix Lumi P13 to get you out there straight away. But yeah, sort of go through some pros and cons for the unit itself. One of the pros is highly portable, very lightweight, only at 345 grams, so very light. I was carrying this around my neck, and a lot of times I thought I lost it because it's so light and you don't even feel it around your neck. So very easy to sort of to carry, and I said very easy to keep in the hand, very easy to control. High sensitive sensor. It's got a 20 mK sensor. It does. As I said, it picks up heat signatures quite easy. So I was out on a property earlier this year. We're in just 1st of May today. So early this year, or sort of February. It was a warm day, and it was about I think about 7:30 at night. So the sun was still up, and I was spotting cattle well up to 600 meters. But that's cattle. They left big heat signatures, and I was spotting roos at a good 400 or 500 meters as well. So, but I was picking up the heat signatures by identifying. That was another problem basically. Good value for money, as I said, starting just under $800. Does have electronic stabilization, so it reduces hand wobble, so you can go into settings and change that. The buttons are very easy to press and silent. They're not audible, so very quiet. So very easy to use them as well. Cons, well, the lower resolution is a con basically, is because it's, if anything would say over 80 to 100 meters, you're going to struggle to identify it unless it moves. So obviously people who've been out sort of hunting with thermal gear, you get to understand how animals move through the night. So seeing a rabbit and you're trying to work out, is that a rabbit or is that a pile of cow poo that's just that's hot at night. So until the thing moves, you can't work out what it is. So positive identification, target identification is difficult with the Lumi for any animals past 100 meters. So as I said, sort of, if you were looking to get into hunting, matching this up with an IR, night vision scope, so spotting with this and just throwing up the IR, you'll be able to identify what you are shooting at before you take the shot. Sort of limited range detection, that's another con. It's anything past 100 meters that it's quite small, you're going to struggle to identify. Obviously, if you're targeting deer, obviously you're going to be able to spot deer, but if you're in a paddock where there happen to be other animals, as in sort of stock or cattle or sheep or anything like that, where there could be calves, you are not going to rely on the Lumi P13 to identify what that is. So I would not be relying on it. So it's definitely, you would not be taking that shot if you're just relying on this thermal scope, monocular, sorry. And not that it's really a con, but obviously no laser rangefinder. So, knowing your distances when you're shooting obviously is a big deal. So things through your thermal sometimes look closer. So obviously having a laser rangefinder just takes that worry out, thinking, I might be 300 meters here, I might be 200 meters. The laser rangefinder takes out that doubt. Going through just the other Lumi range that you've got, obviously you're starting at the P13. So, and that's under $800. So I've got these prices off the internet through Hunt the Night, and I've just looked at what they're selling for at the moment. But there are other distributors and other places where you can get a better deal if you phone around. So you might be able to get it a bit cheaper if you look around. After the Lumi is the P13 is the Lumi L19 monocular. Now this is a bit of a jump. So starting at $800. The L19 goes up to $1,900, but straight away with L19, your sensor, you go from a 256 by 192 sensor up to a 385 by 288 50 hertz sensor. It just jumps up straight away. So I haven't looked through the L19, but just by looking at the sensor and the insides of what you get in the L19, realistically, the old saying is buy once and you buy right, basically, sort of thing. So you can go drop $800 on this, or you can save a bit more, another $1,100, and go for L19. And if you really want to get serious, you can go to the next one up, which is the L35, which goes $2,500. So, and as the price range gets higher, so does the technology in the scope. So basically, better sensors, better focal view, better eye relief, everything gets better. So the next one goes up is the L35R. That jumps up by another $500 to 3,000, and then followed by the H35 and the H35R. So basically, these are just, as the price range gets higher, they're including laser rangefinders, better displays, better sensors, and everything like that. But yeah, sort of final thoughts on the Lumi P13. My advice, save up a bit more, go for the L19 or even the L35, because yeah, after my first initial test of the P13 was, oh, this is a pretty good cheap scope. It is an introductory thermal monocular, so I'm thinking for getting into thermal hunting, this would do the job. As I said, if you match it with an O-light or something up the lines of that, then yeah, you can get straight into it. But yeah, as I said, basically, if you got the $800 there, give it another month or two, save another $1,000, and go the next one up, because yeah, you won't regret going for the next one up. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, that's basically all I can sort of say. But yeah, once again, thank you to Ground Force International for sending this out to me. I really appreciate it. If there's anything else you want me to review, I would be more than happy to do that for you. So, but yeah, thank you, and yeah, see you later.